Sawadee Cap, viewers. And welcome back to another episode of Tales of Thailand, where real travelers share real stories from the land of smiles. Today's story comes from one of our subscribers, Nick, all the way from Ireland. Nick set off on what he thought would be a carefree tour through Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore, a classic escape from midlife and a failed marriage. But what started as a bit of fun quickly turned into something deeper and more complicated. From the bright lights of Bangkok to unexpected attachments in Pattaya, Phuket, and beyond, Nick's story takes us through whirlwind romance, emotional entanglement, and the blurry line between fantasy and reality that many men face in Southeast Asia. Let's get into it. How do you not get too close to these ladies? I don't have an answer, just a warning. A reflection, really. Something I wish someone had told me before I boarded that flight. Let me take you back. Just 8 weeks ago, I was that guy. The one reading forums and blogs about Thailand. Not in a sleazy, lecherous way, more in a desperate, midlife crisis way. I was fresh out of a 10-year marriage. Empty. Fading. Curious. In need of something, anything, to feel alive again. So I did it. I booked a solo trip to Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore, unsure what I was searching for, but excited to find out. Bangkok hit me like a warm, perfumed punch. It was everything they said it would be: the noise, the neon, the women. I checked into a decent hotel, wandered into a bar, and there she was, petite, stunning, smiling like I was the only man in the world. And for a few nights, maybe I was. Now, I'm 48. Balding. Stocky. Not exactly a head-turner anymore, though I had my moments back in the day. But here, I felt like a rock star. Like a 20-year-old on spring break. It didn't feel sleazy. It felt mutual. A transaction, yes, but also a performance. We both got what we came for. And for the first time in years, I felt tall again. Wanted. Seen. Pattaya, where fantasy meets feeling. Next stop, Pattaya. And that's where things got complicated. I had warmed up, so to speak. I was in the groove. But nothing prepared me for her. That smile. Those legs. The confidence. I was hooked from the first drink. I know it sounds ridiculous, I'm not naive, but it felt real. I even taught her to swim. We laughed. We shared stories. We fit in a way I didn't know was possible anymore. And then it ended. I had a flight to Phuket, and she had to leave. Her mother had died, she said. I didn't believe her. I wanted to. But I'd already begun to hear the stories. Still, I was crushed. I left that bar a different man than when I walked in. Phuket brought Miss Thailand, or at least that's what she looked like. More stunning beauty. More late nights, island tours, dancing until 4 a.m. We even spent the King's birthday, when bars are closed, at Aussie Jeff's house, drinking beer and watching DVDs with half a dozen girls lounging around like it was a scene out of a film. It was surreal. Fun. Disconnected from reality. I thought Malaysia would be a breather. A break from the madness. Muslim, Catholic, more reserved, right? Wrong. I hadn't even left the airport before a taxi driver offered to bring a girl to my hotel. I laughed. Declined. Told myself I'd take a few days to reset. And then, in classic fashion, I found myself alone at a bar in Georgetown called Soho, drink in hand, surrounded by the same scene, just less glossy. Less elegant. More obviously transactional. Eventually, I found myself back in a taxi. This time, the driver was a woman. She offered to be my island tour guide the next day. Sounded innocent enough. Then she asked if I wanted a girl to come along, and what race I preferred. I was too tired to play coy. I said, sure, but the twist. After the tour, she brought her own bags into the hotel room. She was the girl. She turned off her phone, took off her shoes, and didn't leave for the rest of my stay. I wasn't complaining. She knew the town, took me to places I never would have found. We even spent a night at Batik Merah, a beach hangout. It was great. But it also didn't feel like the others. And that's when things got real. That taxi driver, she wants to come to England. No job. No place to stay. Just a contact and a promise that, for £200, someone will find her work. I've begged her not to do it. I've told her it's not like she imagines. I even said I wouldn't see her if she came. That she could end up trafficked or in something worse than the bars of Pattaya. She wasn't even a bar girl. That's what haunts me. Then there's the girl from Phuket. Calls me daily. Sweet, beautiful, persistent. She now has my email and sends me photos and questions. When are you coming back? Can I study English? Can you help with my phone? I told myself I wouldn't lie. I didn't say, I love you, to any of them. That was the one line I wouldn't cross. I said I was happy on my own. That this was just fun. But these connections, real or not, don't just vanish. And now, they follow me home. My last night was meant to be in Bangkok. A quiet farewell. Instead, I jumped in a taxi and headed back to Pattaya, hoping to find Chan, the one whose mother died. She wasn't there. Gone home, they said. So I wandered, found myself in a bar where I met a different kind of woman, classy, not dressed like a bar girl. We talked about business, not boys. I even pitched her an idea. Somehow, this turned into the most intimate night of the trip. And now she wants to keep in touch. She's asked for help, English lessons, a new phone after hers was stolen with her motorbike. So far, I haven't given anyone money. Not really. A few offers. A few suggestions. But I'm on the edge. I want to help, but I also hear the voice in my head asking, are you being played? Now I'm home. I sit in my flat in England, phone buzzing, inbox full. 3 women in 3 cities want a piece of me. Maybe more than that. Maybe love. Maybe rescue. Maybe money. There's the Eagles song playing in my head. 1 wants to own me, 2 want to stone me, the other's a friend of mine. And the strangest part. The one I want to see again is Chan, the one I didn't believe. The one who said her mother died. Maybe because she's the one I let slip away. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel flattered. Rejuvenated. Confused. Caught in a story that started with fun and ended in a web of emotions and uncertainty. This was meant to be a trip. A break. A bit of fun. But something happened out there. I found pieces of myself, and maybe gave pieces away. How do you not get too close to these ladies? You don't. And now, as the doorbell rings, a chill runs down my spine. Did I give someone my address? Oh no. Wow, what a ride. Nick's story is a raw and honest look at how easy it is to get swept up, not just in the beauty and excitement of Thailand, but in the emotions that come with it. A trip that started with fun and freedom turned into emotional connections, difficult goodbyes, and even a few unexpected phone calls after returning home. Was it love? Was it illusion? Or something in between? We want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced something similar on your travels in Thailand or elsewhere? Have you gotten in too deep, or maybe walked away just in time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation honest and respectful. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who's planning a trip to Thailand, or who just loves a good real-life story. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next wild tale from Tales of Thailand. Until next time, Kop Kun Kap for watching, and safe travels.